Have you ever wondered how to perfectly cook roasted chicken leg quarters with lemon in the oven with potatoes? Today, we're going to explore this irresistible recipe, a heartwarming classic from the culinary heart of Portugal, with a delightful twist. This dish, known as Frango no forno com batatas, is a testament to the simple pleasures of home cooking. It combines the rustic flavors of succulent chicken, zesty lemon, and earthy potatoes, roasted to perfection. But we won't stop at the traditional. We're adding a dash of sweet to this savory medley. Yes, sweet potatoes. They bring a subtle sweetness that beautifully balances the robust flavors of this dish, making it even more delightful. This recipe is easy to prepare, yet so flavorful, it's bound to impress your taste buds, and indeed, anyone you share it with. It's the kind of meal that makes you feel right at home, no matter where you are. So, if you're ready to get cooking, we'll dive right into the recipe. To start, we'll need to gather all our ingredients. First and foremost, we have the star of our dish, the chicken leg quarters. We'll need 4 pieces, making sure they're fresh and juicy. Next, we'll need a couple of lemons. Their zest and juice will give our chicken a tangy kick and a beautiful citrus aroma. Then, we come to our potatoes. We're going to use a mix of 2 types of potatoes in this recipe. The first type is the regular potatoes. We'll need about 5 medium-sized ones. They'll give our dish its hearty, comforting base. The second type is sweet potatoes. Now, these aren't traditionally used in this recipe, but they add a lovely hint of sweetness that balances out the tartness of the lemons and the savory flavor of the chicken. We'll need about 3 medium-sized sweet potatoes. Alongside these main ingredients, we have a few other items that will enhance the flavor of our dish. We'll need a generous amount of olive oil to coat our chicken and potatoes, giving them a beautiful golden color as they roast. We'll also need some fresh rosemary. Its fragrant, pine-like flavor pairs wonderfully with both chicken and potatoes. To season our dish, we'll need some salt and ground black pepper. And finally, to add a bit of heat, we'll sprinkle in some red pepper flakes. With all of these ingredients prepared, we can now move on to the cooking process. The first crucial step involves preparing our chicken and potatoes. Our journey to a mouth-watering dish begins with cleaning the chicken leg quarters. Rinse them under cold water and then pat them dry with a clean kitchen towel. This helps to remove any residual moisture that could interfere with the seasoning process. Next, we need to season our chicken. Start by drizzling some olive oil over the chicken. This not only adds flavor, but also helps the other seasonings to stick to the chicken. Now, let's add some salt, pepper, and a generous amount of paprika for that beautiful color and smoky flavor. Don't forget to season both sides of the chicken. Now, to infuse our chicken with a zesty freshness, squeeze the juice of a lemon over it. This citrusy touch will balance out the richness of the chicken and potatoes. Now, let's turn our attention to the potatoes. We'll be using two types of potatoes today, regular potatoes and sweet potatoes. Start by washing them thoroughly and then peel them. Cut them into roughly equal-sized pieces to ensure they cook evenly. Drizzle them with olive oil, sprinkle some salt and pepper, and toss them until they're well coated. The olive oil will help them roast to a perfect golden brown, while the salt and pepper will enhance their natural flavors. For an added layer of flavor, let's add some minced garlic to the potatoes. Garlic and potatoes are a match made in culinary heaven, and the roasted garlic will add a nice depth of flavor to our dish. And finally, let's assemble everything. Arrange the chicken quarters and potatoes in a roasting pan, ensuring there's enough space between them for heat to circulate. This will help everything roast evenly and achieve that irresistible crispy exterior. We'll need a generous amount of olive oil to coat our chicken and potatoes, giving them a beautiful golden color as they roast. Once the chicken and potatoes are prepped, we're ready to move on to the roasting process. Now comes the exciting part, the roasting process. This is the moment where all the flavors meld together to create a delicious symphony of taste. So let's get started. First, we need to preheat the oven. The perfect roasting temperature for our chicken and potatoes is around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This heat level will ensure a golden, crispy skin on the chicken and beautifully roasted potatoes. While the oven is heating up, let's talk about the cooking time. Generally, chicken leg quarters need about 45 minutes to an hour to roast thoroughly. However, the exact time can vary depending on the size of the chicken pieces and your oven. So, a good rule of thumb is to check the chicken after the first 30 minutes and adjust the cooking time accordingly. Now, to ensure the chicken is cooked thoroughly, a meat thermometer is your best friend. The internal temperature of the chicken should reach at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit. But what about our potatoes? Well, they'll be roasting alongside the chicken, absorbing all those wonderful flavors. The potatoes should be tender and easily pierced with a fork when they're done. Don't forget to baste the chicken and potatoes occasionally with the pan juices. This will keep them moist and add an extra layer of flavor. Also, remember to rotate the pan halfway through the roasting process to ensure even cooking. This small step can make a big difference in the final result. And there you have it. The roasting process is simple but crucial. It transforms our prepared ingredients into a mouth-watering meal. After the roasting process, we're almost ready to serve our tasty dish. But first, we'll add a few final touches to elevate our roasted chicken and potatoes to the next level. Stay tuned. With our chicken and potatoes perfectly roasted, it's time for the final touches. Now, we've got a lemon here that's going to take this dish to a whole new level. Simply slice it thinly and arrange the slices over the hot, roasted chicken. The heat from the chicken will gently cook the lemon, releasing a fragrant citrus aroma that will infuse the chicken with a subtle, tangy flavor. But we're not stopping there. A sprinkle of freshly chopped parsley or coriander can add a pop of color and a burst of freshness to our dish. And if you're a fan of heat, a dash of red chili flakes can give it a nice kick. Remember, the final seasonings are your chance to add your personal touch to the dish. Now, I know it's tempting to dig in right away, but trust me, letting the dish rest is an essential step. This allows the juices to redistribute throughout the chicken, ensuring every bite is equally juicy and flavorful. Plus, it gives the flavors a chance to meld together, creating a more harmonious taste experience. Give it about 10 minutes, maybe use this time to set the table, pour a glass of wine, or simply enjoy the mouth-watering aroma wafting from your masterpiece. Once the dish has rested, it's ready to be served and enjoyed. Bon appetit! So, there you have it. A perfectly roasted chicken leg quarters with lemon in the oven with potatoes. The journey to this plate of delightful goodness has been nothing short of exciting. Let's take a moment to appreciate the harmony of flavors we've created. We began by introducing our key players, the chicken leg quarters, both types of potatoes, and the ever-vital lemon for that tangy zest. Each ingredient, in its own right, contributes something unique and special to the final dish. The preparation stage was crucial. We carefully marinated the chicken with a blend of spices, ensuring every piece was coated generously. The potatoes, both regular and sweet, were sliced evenly, not too thick, not too thin, just right for that desired crispiness. The lemon zest and juice added an invigorating touch, bringing a bright and refreshing note to the dish. Then came the roasting process. This is where the magic truly happened. The oven's heat worked its charm, transforming our marinated chicken and sliced potatoes into a dish that's a feast for the senses. The chicken turned out juicy, tender, and packed with flavors, while the potatoes achieved that golden, crispy exterior and soft, fluffy interior. We then moved on to the final touches and serving. The dish was garnished with fresh herbs, adding an extra layer of aroma and taste. Each serving of this dish promised a delightful blend of the juicy chicken, the crispy potatoes, and the tangy lemon flavor. In summary, this recipe is a celebration of flavors and textures, a testament to the wonders of simple yet thoughtful cooking. It's a dish that's not only pleasing to the palate but also to the eyes, making it a perfect choice for any occasion. We hope you enjoy making this delectable dish as much as we did. Happy cooking!